Hi guys, welcome. I'm Siddharth and you're watching Gully Cricketer. What a day. An extraordinary cricketer has headlined a comeback for ages. Now this performance by Jasprit Bumrah will go down the annals of Indian cricketing folklore. If India goes on to win this test match, we will have Jasprit to thank. Now, Jasprit's performance has, at the end of the day, put India on top, from where we should look to take a 50-60 run lead. Now, just to give you a brief summary, Jasprit won the toss and elected to bat. Now, the data suggests that the team that have won in Optus have always batted first, but it initially looked like a dodgy decision because India was in dire strait, pretty much straight ahead. If you go through the scorecard, you can see Yashasvi got out for a duck. Then Devdutt Padikkal followed pretty soon. His 23 ball stay for a knot was pretty hard to watch. They both looked a bit defensive, especially Devdutt. I hope he comes with a more positive mindset next time round. Then came Virat Kohli. Virat looked quite positive for the brief stay. He was batting a foot outside his popping crease, and that's not something uncommon with him. He generally plays fast bowling, way outside the popping crease. But it was a good ball by Josh Hazlewood that jumped from just short of length. So it was a simple catch at the end of the day. So that was very disappointing. But then came Rishabh Pant. Rishabh tried to play responsibly. Having said that, that doesn't mean that they want Rishabh Pant-ish shots, especially that six of Cummins was a really special shot. Dhruv Jurel, again, for the brief stay, looked compact, but then nicked one off. After that came one of the most surprise inclusions of this test match. That is Washington Sundar. There is no Ravindra Jadeja or Ashwin. I don't think anybody saw that coming. Washington didn't last long. Then came Nitish Kumar Reddy, the debutant. And it was a most impressive debut. India was in a very tight situation when he came to bat. He batted quite positively and smartly. And when him and Rishabh were batting, a partnership sort of built and things were looking better. But once Rishabh fell, and Rishabh was disgusted with himself after he got out, but once Rishabh fell, Nitish literally ran out of partners. He tried to play aggressively and get whatever he could, and that's why India got to 150. Had he not run out of partners, this could have been a more significant innings. But I was most impressed with Nitish Kumar Reddy. So halfway stage, 150 all out. Things really. Oh, and in the midst of all of it, I forgot to mention one of the most important happenings of the first half. That is Rahul. Rahul, who got 26, he played 74 balls. He played really well. He mixed aggression with solid defense. He left balls well. He was playing balls, defending balls very well, playing inside the line. But then came probably the most controversial decision of not just this test match, but it's kind of like the decision in the final test match against New Zealand in Mumbai, the Rishabh Pant decision, where the Sneeko picked him hitting the pad and the ball was near the bat or adjacent to the bat, and though there was no conclusive proof, yet Rishabh was given out. The same thing happened here. I do not think there was any conclusive proof to give Rahul out, and this would go down for me as one of the biggest fails of technology, and it is a bit hard to fathom how this happened, because it clearly looked that his bat hit the pad, and even if there was no conclusive proof, first of all, but even if he had nicked it, then there should have been two peaks in the Sneeko, which wasn't there. There was just only one peak, and he had clearly hit his pad. That is visible. I don't know how this was given out by the third umpire. I think Richard Illingworth was the third umpire. Uh, it's a baffling decision, frankly speaking, because I don't know, with all the technology, suddenly it seems that that great adage of cricket, that benefit of the doubt goes to the batsman, seems to have gone out of the window. This is something that cricket officials have to look into and take a long, hard look to make sure that these sort of decisions don't happen again, because it can affect the result of a test match at the end of the day. Especially in this case, Rahul was batting really well, and that dismissal there, it was really a big blow to India. So coming back to halfway stage, 150 all out. It looked at least 150 runs short, and then came that magical spell by the best bowler in the world. Wow! You have to see it to believe it. It was brilliant. It will go down in history as one of the best spells ever bowled in cricket. Certainly in Test cricket. Jassi took a few balls to get his radar right, but once he got the radar right, wow! First to go was Nathan McSweeney, the debutant for Australia. The umpire didn't give it. India review. It was LBW. It was plum hitting. Then came Usman Khwaja, a brilliant ball over the wicket to the left-hander, and he took a edge. Virat Kohli took a catch after having dropped Manas Labuschagne. Bumrah would have, by this point, should have had 3 wickets, but after the Nathan McSweeney wicket, Labuschagne came, and I think it was the second or third ball that Labuschagne nicked. Simple catch to Kohli, who caught it, and then while getting up, it slipped from his hands. So Labuschagne got a life. Then Jasprit Bumrah took care of Usman Khwaja. Came Australia's best batsman, Stephen Smith, to bat, and very first ball, a brilliant ball, a in-swinger. It nipped, it seemed, it fell and nipped, and Smith was caught plumb LBW. So that was that. Australia was suddenly in the back foot, and India was right at top. From there on, initially the initial spell of Mohammad Siraj wasn't very impressive. In fact, he gave away a few runs also in the initial spell. Harshit Rana came to bowl. He also didn't start that great. Bowled a few short wide ones, which Travis had took advantage of, hitting them for boundaries. Then he bowled a Jaffa, and Travis Head was out bowled, and Australia was by this time completely on the back foot. Then came Mitch Marsh. Mitch Marsh and Manas Labuschagne tried to stitch a partnership. During this time, India barely gave any runs. Mohammad Siraj came back again and had a bowled a spell of 6 overs for, I think, 5 made 3 runs and 2 wickets. He first got Mitch Marsh nicked off, and then a brilliant catch by KL Rahul, and then he had Manas Labuschagne again, plumb LBW. He reviewed, but it was hitting the wickets. Then came Pat Cummins. Alex Carey had come. Alex Carey, of all the Australian players, have looked the most fluent. I mentioned it yesterday that he has been in runs in Sheffield Shield cricket, so he looked the best of the Australian lot. And then was followed by Pat Cummins. Bumrah came back and then took care of Pat Cummins. So right now it's Alex Carey and Mitch Starc at the crease, with Nathan Lyon and Josh Hazlewood to follow. The match is in balanced beautifully. In fact, India is on top. India right now leads by 83 runs, and India would have to get rid of these 3 wickets tomorrow morning, within a 25 run bracket, because from here, if India needs to take a 50-60 run lead, if India manages to take at least a 50 run lead, if the wicket remains this way, then that would be a great advantage. But even if the wicket eases up a bit and batting becomes a bit easier, then also this would be a significant lead, and more importantly, no advantage would be handed over to Australia. So India right now look in a very good position, and we are all set to get a great day's play tomorrow. It is all poised beautifully. But this day belonged to one and only Jasprit Bumrah, the best bowler going around in the world. So I'll see you guys again tomorrow after the day's play with my 2 pens. Until then, take care guys. See you.